you may or may not know, on the quest to talk into the famous city people that place. I'm also, as you can probably tell, a little, as they say, under the weather. That's right. Why do they say that, under the weather? If I'm well, am I above the weather? So, obs magobs, I've got a little bit of COVID. It's okay. A little COVID never hurt anybody. I'll be fine. I just got to, rest up, take my Tylenols, blow my nose, etc. Why is this man streaming? Well, short answer, because cartoons don't come out for another hour. It's not like I'm really super in the mood to stream, given the fact that I'm so sick. But rather, just about anything is better, even shady things like being sick, when you're streaming. Then, all of a sudden, instead of just feeling shitty and being sick, you have an interesting topic to discuss. I slept pretty well last night. So as much as I could. In fact, when I got up a little while ago, I took a couple more gabapentins in the house that I was going to go back to sleep, but seem to be up for the morning at this point. Nevertheless, I still have a couple of doors to chew. Kapia, please don't. Thank you. Why am I streaming? Well, because I'm awake, mostly. It would be one good answer. I'm awake, Elaine, unfortunately. I tried to go back to bed and get even more sleep because I'm sick. I couldn't go back to sleep. So, basically, that's why I'm streaming. Why are you streaming? Because I'm awake. Like I said, everything, even... I mean, I have thought about it. I could just stream all the time, but... there are some occasions where I don't want to be streaming. Just not very often. Like sometimes after a long... This is a new one, Mike G. I've not encountered this one before. Lou Sasal. Loose asshole. Rise and shine. It's not even that, Elaine. I stream in the bathroom all the time. It's that sometimes after a long time of streaming and dealing with a bunch of different comments, I'm just like, okay, this is too much stimulus for me right now. I'm turning 20 this year. What advice can you give me? I'd say don't go chasing waterfalls. And Matthew, is masturbation good? It's neither good nor bad. It just is. As far as actual advice for a young person, well, Mrs. Mo, I'm feeling sick. I'm not going to lie, I'm feeling sick. I feel like I got the vid, But, My advice to young people is generally always the same. Avoid making big mistakes. Avoid making big life determining things young. Try to preserve your agency for when you're older. Bathroom is fine. Eric leaves the phone like outside. Right? But I don't point it to me when I go to the bathroom. I just leave it within earshot so I can continue to talk to you while I'm going to the bathroom. Because I don't know if you've heard or determined this yet, but I kind of like to talk. All I ever want to do is talk, 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 talk. That's a line from a Baby No Money song. Talking is my form of masturbation. Oh, lordy lord. My house is dark. Well, I could turn on more lights. The garage is reasonably well lit. I come out to the garage to have a health tube, Yeah, you're welcome. You guys are invited, Elaine. I'm not making my house dark. Orange enjoyer. I haven't turned on a lot of lights. Now, this generator is not for sale. Actually, I had to use it yesterday. Power went off. This generator plugs into the wall there, and then this panel is for switching all the key stuff from PG&E to generator. This is the regular panel over here. So when the power goes out, I just turn on the generator, plug it into the wall there, and we don't lose the necessities like the fridge and everything get all electrified then. But yeah, there are some cans of gas here. That's fine. Gas isn't actually that flammable. In fact, sailors at sea used to wear an eye patch on one eye to make it naturally adjusted to the dark. Huh. Well, I could just turn on lights in the house, Then it wouldn't be so dark. It is dark outside, though. I think it would be absolutely lovely, Elaine, if you and Chris Chapman came to visit. If you give us some heads up, well, we'll see. You can either stay with us or you can stay at the the other place, but we'll see. It might be booked or something. So you can always stay here. We got plenty of room here. Well, there's not really any difference between trolling and being a schoolyard bully in that the purpose of trolling is to elicit negative emotional responses from people. What am I doing up this early? I went to bed early. I slept as much as I could. I'm sick. I tried to go back to bed after I woke up this morning, but I just couldn't go back to sleep. So the cartoons aren't out yet, so I might as well just well, Charleston Whitey, if you just want to make people laugh, that doesn't count as trolling, okay? Negative emotional responses, it means they want you to get mad, upset, or whatever. Why is that a payoff for them? I'm not sure. They're probably just FI back stack or whatever. I'm sure they don't act like that in real life. But regardless, I appreciate them coming in and trying to troll me. I really do. I don't appreciate them coming in and starting shit with other people. Because you know, I'm here, I'm putting myself out there specifically knowing and with full understanding that I am going to be subjected to whatever kind of verbal abuse people want to throw at me when they come in here. And that's totally fine. Because I'm more or less troll proof, you know. Here, for the person who wants the lights on. There. Now the lights are on, okay? What kind of cigs am I smoking? Marlboro Reds. Marlboro Red shorts. Regulars, really. King size, they used to call them. Now, when I get them, I have to say Marlboro Red shorts, or they'll say, do you want hundreds or regulars? So, Winston's mom has got it going on. That's true. Well, you know, I don't see them as necessarily wasting their time because ultimately they're going to get a chance, you know? They're going to get a chance here. And it may turn out that coming here changes their ways somehow, you know? Because from what I can tell, dealing with the various miscreants who come around here is that, like, most streamers are totally Karens. And they'll just, like, ban you instantly for anything. It's happened to me before. No, you cannot buy my cat. Congratulations for your no cigs for a year. I'm impressed. You cannot buy the cat, though, although he's a pain in the ass, believe me. You do not want to buy this cat. He'll make you watch him eat every day. Multiple times. He won't eat unless you stand here, sit here, and pet him. Go on. And the other cat went outside. I wish both these cats would spend more time outside. It's like we live in this nice place with a nice outside for them to play around in. But this cat just barely ever goes outside. Just go outside already. Go play around outside all day instead of bugging me all day. These are kind of thrills and chills you only get to talking with famous people. Well, you're one of the famous people now, Charleston Whitey. Anybody who I talk to here on the channel becomes a famous person. The thing is, we don't talk to celebrities around here, just famous people. And to become a famous person, you need to talk to me here and talking with famous people. So, like, George Clooney may be a well-known celebrity, but he's not a famous person because I've never talked to him. Imagine your mom choosing an animal name over you, her own son. Okay, I will imagine it. I'm not sure what I'm imagining, to be honest. Good morning, simple girl. Who says a wonderful thing to say, which makes me super happy. Good morning, y'all. I came to chat rude. Eric changed me, and now I love it here. Y'all are so nice. I have taken an IQ test, and my IQ is 107. One streamer named their child chlamydia after what their father gave her. I have a daughter. Her name is not chlamydia. Her name is Delilah. And she was actually named after a cocktail I was drinking at the time. Well, Anna, I've got some good news for you. You are talking to famous people right now in the chat. You're already doing it. You're already there. You've achieved victory. I mean, I suppose the thing is, I don't like IQ, okay? That's why I tell people I have 107 IQ. I don't know. I've never taken a formal IQ test. But I don't like the idea of generalized intelligence. I don't think it's correct. I think it's bullshit. I think if they're going to measure those things, measure all the discrete kinds of intelligence and give scores on those rather than trying to compile a general composite score for intelligence that doesn't actually mean anything. So that's why I just tell people I have a 107 IQ and leave it at that. Because nobody should worry about IQ at all. It's stupid. Let's pull a bong rip. That'll improve my IQ. What's my plant knowledge intelligence? I'm very intelligent about one plant in particular. I have a lifetime of knowledge and experience with this one plant. Oh, it's so cold in here. Look, you can see my breath. Oh, good job, Charleston Whitey. Good job. I got to tell you, though, I have a little bit of an issue with blunts. And the reason is sometimes the tobacco leaf paper around it can make it a little more coffee, you know? So when I roll a joint, I usually just use a regular paper. I have rolled blunts before, but I find they tend to make it a little bit more coffee. Cones are the best. I mean, they might be good. I don't have a lot of experience using cones. I mostly just use this, you know. This is a great little bong. It's kind of ideal, except for one problem that it has. This narrow urethra. This narrow urethra clogs a lot, so I gotta poke it with this stick. So, but you know, there's always trade-offs with any bong. I'm very pleased with this one. I'm not very pleased that I'm sick. A good 100 paper is the right size. I usually just get these papers, white zigzags. It's because I basically have just gotten these my whole life, just habit. I always get white zigzags, so I just always get white zigzags. Maybe there are better papers out there or whatever, but it's just, that's what I've just always gotten white zigzags. I don't know why. Every time I go get paper, they say, "Can I get a pack of white zigzags?" Yeah, well, I mean, back in the day when I first started buying papers, they didn't really have any other kind of papers besides zigzags. So I just got in the habit of getting the kind of zigzags that I like. I like them better than the orange ones. The orange ones seem too flimsy to me. Like, you can poke, if you have any stem at all in your ground up weed, it'll poke through the orange papers. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like the orange ones very much. I don't like them as much as the white ones. Cones are a type of rolling paper with a filter. You just stuff it. Oh, that's cool. They come with a rod to stuff it in. Yeah, I don't think I've really ever used that. I like a cottage cheese container filled with water and a pop bottle and a bong top. Excellent smoking it now. Sounds like a gravity bong you got going on there. Kind of. Yeah, you got to double wrap the oranges, which defeats the purpose. Cali owned business. I don't know if they're still going, but it's like a bunch of supermodels in a room rolling blunts and backwards rolling them in concentrate keep and finishing with a spiral ring of dab. Good morning, lady in red. I'm glad to see you made it off the mountain on your hang glider successfully. You know, I gotta say, you were a pretty poor leader of that expedition. Everybody but you died. You gotta do a better job of that next time, lady in red. Yeah. So, unfortunately, I'm out of this stuff. We went to the weed store the other day, and I got this wonderful, wonderful sativa called NF1. Oh my goodness. This was fantastic. Unfortunately, of course, I just smoked it all right away. But if you find that strain, I highly recommend it. It's called NF1. And it's by a company called Up North. It's by a company called Up North. Charles, you lying. Well, Anthology, I've had the following experience with edibles plenty of times. If you don't eat enough of them, they don't really seem to do anything. And if you eat too many of them, you feel just meh. So edibles are kind of tricky. I only really take them when before bed, you know, if I want them to help me sleep. And only certain kinds of edibles really help you sleep. Oh, good. Rachel left this here. I think I'll hit this a little bit. So this thing that I got because Sleazy Vaughn recommended it actually. And it's got this thing here, which you scoop your own concentrate into. You can screw this off, and then you scoop your concentrate into there, and you put this back on. And now, instead of smoking horrible cart concentrate, you get to smoke real concentrate. Countless colleges I've supplied never complained about the ones I made. Well, I don't think Charles is complaining about your edibles, Sleazy One. Is he? Seems like it might need a little bit more concentrate, but it's still working. Bubble gum and duct tape. That's how I built my house. Out of bubble gum and duct tape and band-aids. Well, I have gotten those super powerful ones. Just let just let Charles IX have his subjective experience with weed, okay? I have been told by people before that somehow I'm not doing DMT right because I haven't had the right kind of breakthrough experience. It's completely nonsense, right? I've smoked so much DMT and gotten super DMT'd out. Just because I don't see elves doesn't mean I'm doing it wrong. So I feel for you, Charles IX, because I don't like it when other people tell me what my subjective experience must have been as well. It's like, you don't know what my subjective experience is. There's my hat. I do know where my hat is. So that's a bonus. Put that hat on. It wasn't really that cold last night, but it was windy. So it felt colder. Of course, I'm sick too. Yeah, I become immune to vape pens as well. Especially the disposable cartridges ones. Become immune to them quickly. But there's ones with real concentrate in it. This one that we got, it works a lot better. As soon as you hit the concentrate, you're like, oh, right. It tastes like concentrate. It doesn't taste like bullshit. All right, you guys, just keep an eye on the little wilderness car for me while I have a health tube. I hate being sick, man. It sucks ass. But you know what? Despite being sick, I got a lot of stuff done yesterday. And that's good. We went to town. Rachel mailed the electricity bill. And we went to the store. We got all the groceries we needed, more or less. Seems to me that I realized yesterday that I'd forgotten one important thing. Now I can't remember what it is, of course. But they had, I know this story is very dull, but they had an excellent price on corned beef. So we got a corned beef. I got to stick that in the crock pot at some point. That'll be good. Corned beef's delicious. It's like maybe my favorite meat of all. My favorite sandwich is probably a Reuben sandwich, which is made out of corned beef. I used to love when my mom made corned beef. Anyway, we got all that stuff at the store, and then I cleaned the toilets that were dirty when we thought we had a septic problem because it was really just a clog and some poop came back up in like the two toilets, and we just had to keep flushing it. Eventually, it went away, and I had to clean the toilets obviously because they were gross. Cleaned the toilets yesterday, like clean enough to eat off of, That felt good. I got a couple better trash cans for the bathrooms yesterday at the store as well. Because I'd been using they have these little trash cans, little waste bins that are just this big, you know, just like they're wider on the top and narrower on the bottom. Well, we bought this house about fully furnished, but it had those size trash cans in the bathroom. And I finally have gotten around to replacing a couple of them with better trash cans that are more appropriately sized. The thing is, I've had, since I moved here, this roll of bags that I didn't know what they were for because they were not your standard size kitchen trash bags or whatever. Well, they're for exactly the size trash can that I got yesterday. I'll show it to you. Let me show you what I'm talking about in general. So, see this little trash can here by the bed? Please excuse the mess. Yes, I got some clothes here. Push those away. Just push those right out of the way. There. See this trash can right here? That's the size trash can it was like in all the bathrooms. It's too small. So what I did yesterday is I got a couple of those size trash cans. Huh? Look at that. That's what I call the right size trash can. You can see I got the other one right there. I have to put it in the bathroom still. Maybe there's a door we could chew together. You know how I like to chew doors. This is the first time I've ever had that experience with the septic. And basically I talked to the septic company and they said, "Are you sure this is a septic problem?" Because I described my problem and then I tested it more and realized, oh, it's not even a problem at all. It just fixed itself. Thank you, Winston's mom, thank you. I thought so too. I should have gotten 3 of them. I just said, I don't know, I'll just get 2 of them for some reason. Some dumbass reason. Should have just gotten 3 of them. I have to put this back in the car. For some reason, I brought it in with me. You know how I had a flat tire? Well, I filled it up with air yesterday, and I went to the store and back on it. And in the duration of all of that driving to the store and back, it only lost like 2 pounds of air. So it's got kind of a slow leak. I got a can of Fix-A-Flat. I'm going to try to fix it. But first, let's go check the tire. And let's also put this tire checker back in the car where it goes. All right. So this is the tire that's the problem, is this one right here. So I'll just give it a little checkaroo here. See how it's doing. Let's go look at this in the light where we can see it. Looks like it's about 30 pounds. So 31. That's fine. It was at 36 when I filled it up yesterday. So what I'll do today when it's a little later, I'm done streaming or whatever, is I'll just put that can of Fix-A-Flat in and then drive around for a couple miles right away. You got to do that with Fix-A-Flat, or else it'll like gather at the bottom, you know, of the tire. You got to drive around right away after you put it in. Is that bars? It's a little high. I think it's at 31 pounds. I put them at 35. Yeah, make sure you drive right after you put it in Fix-A-Flat. I didn't put it back in the car. I'm such a dummy. That's what I went out there to do, is put it back in the car where it goes. I don't need it in the house. I don't have tires that I check in the house. I do have to check sometimes the little wilderness car tires. But that is not one of those occasions. This is the, yeah, this in here. You got this craft holder. Throw it away. All right, we're doing chores like Lewin Boers. Lewin Boers is a guy who does a lot of chores. Oops. Lock the door, turn off the outside lights. I should probably eat something. I don't have a patch kit, but I do have Fix-A-Flat. That should probably be good enough. Now, where did I leave my coffee? Oh, I don't know. Life is so difficult sometimes. I'm always losing everything. It's kind of a mess around here. I need to pick up a bit. Normally, I like to clean on Adderall, but I don't have any Adderall right now, so I'm just going to have to clean on normalness. That's enough cleaning. That's enough cleaning. All right, you know what? I thought for a second you were right. I thought I had left it on top of the car. But it's actually right here on the table. See it? Because it's mostly empty. I need more of it, you know. I got my glasses, so I'm going to try, instead of putting them down places, to put them on my shirt. Okay, we're going to add some creamer to this. Non-dairy, of course. Non-dairy creamer. Here's a words of wisdom. I wish that guy who'd come in earlier and said, "Do you have any advice for me?" I wish I could go back and redo my advice and say, always use a lot of non-dairy creamer in your coffee. It's actually creamier than real cream. But if you want to make sure your coffee's fully creamed, additionally add some heavy cream. Don't fuck around with half and half or milk. Okay, that's just going to ruin your coffee. Now this is a properly creamed coffee. You know, Michelle, aka Nayukas, there have been plenty of occasions when I do in fact have my glasses like here, for example, or here, and cannot find them. Plenty of times when that happens. Because, you know, who pays that much attention to where you put objects? Putting objects is a boring thing in general. So I'm obviously not going to pay a lot of attention to where I put objects. I am going to pay some attention, however, to eating one of these donuts. I got a paper plate. Come on out of there, you. First one's always the hardest to get out of the box. Now, I know it's futile maybe to be washing my hands, but actually I'm going to make it not futile. And I'll show you how. That's right. I'm going to eat this donut with a fork. That way I don't get donut on my hands. In theory. We'll see if it works. I try to have only a few objects, but you know, you end up needing many objects, unfortunately. Like, obviously, I can't do without this. What would I do if I didn't have this? How dare you eat a donut with a fork? Use a spoon, you imbecile. Thank you for your strong feelings about this. I appreciate it. But look, I just, bam, motherfucker, bam. I am America. Hi, New Zealand. Privet. Phantom and Hello Brew. Look at me go. Eating my donut with a fork. How do you spell the name of the product that sits on your nightstand and has a blue top? I already said privet. Salam. Salam. Namaste. Ni hao. Ni hao ma. I've got, I believe, 11 donuts left. I believe we got a dozen of these glazed donuts. Oh, that stuff. Well, it's pronounced Vaseline, but I wish you had said, like, spell that petroleum jelly stuff, the brand of that petroleum jelly. Because I think I still think I would have spelled it Vaseline, but I'm not sure. Unfortunately, I do have Vaseline on my nightstand, but I did not remember that I had it there when you said that. No, I cannot shout out your friend. Stop! Stop already. Oh, yes, I will rip that shit. Hold on. Stone Temple Pilots spelled their song with an O, probably to avoid copyright problems with the company, I would guess. Hello, what's he doing? He says, do man Q. Nothing. What are you doing? I'm streaming. And I was just streaming. Well, thanks 420 Carlos. But I should inform you, I am not actually a grandfather. I do have a daughter, but I have no grandchildren. My daughter's 25. I'm 52. I know, I look a little older than that. I get asked by the supermarket all the time if I qualify for their discount. Say, no, I don't qualify for it. Chloe L says, what the hell? Jessica Miller says, stop smoking. Chloe L also says, stop smoking. I'm not smoking. Chloe L. I am not smoking. on camera. Jessica Miller. I am not smoking on camera. So, I don't know what makes you conclude I'm smoking. It's very cold in here, okay? You can see my breath. What are you rushing about? I can't understand any of that. So just either, if you're not talking to anybody else specifically, I have no idea what you do. CM edits, hello. Am I an honest Abe? Yeah, I am. I think I'll probably time out that Russian person because, as far as I can tell, they're not talking to anybody. They're just saying a bunch of Russian stuff that nobody can understand. Boy, it's cold in here. You can really see my breath. Have you had such a grandfather you would never marry? Really not sure what that means. Finally, someone normal on live shorts. I do believe I'm pretty normal. Thank you for saying that I'm normal. I would even go as far as to say I try to be normal. With, sometimes I'm more successful than others at being normal. But I make an effort. I'm actually kind of high. I think I'll pull one more bong rip. Maybe it's because I'm sick and I took those gabapentins earlier. You be getting HPPD? What's HPPD mean? Never heard of that before. Hallucinogen persisting perception disorder? Oh, I have that. I have that already. I've taken lots of psychedelics. I already have that. I don't think weed has anything to do with that, though. I could not drink anybody under the table because I don't drink any alcohol. I quit drinking over 10 years ago. It is 5:25 in the a.m. That's what time it is. 5:25. I got up early. I went to bed early. I'm sick right now. And I tried to sleep as much as I could, but I got up, I don't know, maybe 4:30. I'm not sure. And stayed awake since. No, this HPPD thing refers to the fact that after you take enough psychedelics, you still see various psychedelic patterns and stuff all the time. I do. But I don't pay much attention to my visual field anyway. I'm about words mostly. I get these 2-gram dispos, but they're so expensive, says Jeff Higginson. Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you about this thing. It's called, I can't read it. Oh, Eric. It's called Randy's on one side, Inspo on the other. It says Randy's. But look, you take this out and you unscrew this and then you put your concentrate in there and you screw it back on. I've done DMT plenty. I even might have a teeny speck of it left. I scraped out the, so anyway, then because, forget about the DMT for a second. It's because it's like that, you can just get this kind of concentrate, right? And then scoop it in. It cost $30. It was only $30, which I thought was a fair price for it, for this thing. Not with any of the concentrate, obviously. But you can also, if you want, screw this out completely and put a cartridge in here, a regular cartridge. So it does both. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I've done plenty of DMT. I like it. It's one of my favorite drugs, actually. But I can't really get it, so. I got 3 different kinds of these things at the store, these crumbles. And I got 1 thing of shatter here inside of this. Please play Free Fire. I don't know what Free Fire is. My perception of reality is effed up, Gramps. My episodes be getting really bad for me. Well, Carlos 420, what I would suggest is that it may not just be a weed thing. You may have some sort of mental illness thing going on, possible. All right, let me go through this stuff. I got a lot of stuff to address. Ivar says, Eric, what's the longest you have took a break from weed? And did you notice anything? I'm in China and I been 2 months. Couldn't smoke, been 2 months, and I can't sleep. I was also on a long break from weed when I was in China, 3 months, and it was fine. It didn't bother me. I don't know. I was busy. Maybe I slept less, but I don't remember thinking anything about it really. The trucker, ever thought of growing your own? Yeah, I've grown my own before, and I'll grow it again. I'll grow it this year. Michelle says, I'm on Randy's side. I need one of those. You using the disposable ones too. Yeah, the disposable ones are horrible. Mr. 499 says, whoa. Toby Craig says, we smoking the Muha meds. Don't know what that is. Not enema style DMT. That's how the kids are doing. Now, I've never done a DMT enema. The shatter, I think it was like 20 or 30 bucks. Utah sucks, says Jeff Higginson. Well, I'm sorry about that, Jeff. And Charlton Whitey says, I need a disposable PCP pen. I would recommend not doing PCP. Not fond of Ohio myself, Jeff says Sleazy One. Free Fire is a free-to-play battle royale game developed and published by Garena for Android and iOS. Huh. Pure Raid Spray. Please play Free Fire. It's a new game. Oh, okay. It's a new game. Thinking of getting a DMT cart. What do you think of this? If you can get one, get one. They're great. Do I have Parkinson's? No. Do I ever leave the house? Yes. Play M. I don't know what that is. When you smoke the grass, you have to play PS. No, I don't. I started growing autoflowers. It's really fun and easy. Yeah, I heard about those. I heard that the weed's not as good, but seems rough. Were you paranoid when you first smoked again? No. Oh, yeah, actually, maybe, yeah, the first time. I felt like, oh shit, I'm not sober anymore. Do I ever buy reg? I don't think so. Well, it's because I'm bouncing my knee up and down. I'm going like this. That's why I'm shaking. I don't have to go like that. It's just a habit I have of bouncing my knee up and down. I play COD Mobile. It's too addicting. Yeah, autos are nice if you can get around the stunted growth, nutrient deficiencies, and the watering issues. FIFA 23. I don't have a PS4 or anything. Is that a plate of grass? Yes. Wings 007 sup. Do you think it's a little less potent than pure DMT? I don't know. How many grams are there of weed? I don't know. Y'all don't do LSD. It'll fuck y'all up. I agree. Be careful with LSD for sure. Be very careful with it. I try to avoid it as well. I take mushrooms instead. And I'm happy with those. Well, what I would say about that, the trucker, is I don't know what the deal with the auto flowering. I don't know what your experience is at all. I have read before that the auto flowering weed is less good, but they may have resolved that by this point. You know, that may have been a while ago that I read it, and maybe yours is doing fantastic. I mean, obviously, it would be better to not have to wait all the way till budding season and or make it bud by putting it like under a trash can or something. Have I ever sniffed coke off a stripper's ass? No, I never have. And I don't want to. Um uh horrible, Sleazy One. It is getting pretty saucy around here, I tell you. A lot of talk about drugs. It's glonate. It's doing 5 grams of shrooms today. I'm not going to do any shrooms until I get better, until I'm not sick, and also until I have Adderall. I like to do shrooms and Adderall together. I don't like to do shrooms by themselves. My day was going good. I had a girl, I had a coffee, I had everything. How was your day? My day is going good. I got up. I'm still sick, but feel okay. Be safe, says Jeff Higginson. I agree, everybody. Be safe is good advice. Be careful. Don't, especially with drugs, like err on the side of too little drugs. Uh, I'm not I'm not a practicing alcoholic. I haven't drank alcohol in over 10 years. Fug, fug, goof, goof. Grandfather was smeared. Right, you can always take more, you can't take less. So, be careful with all the drugs you do. You don't want to have a bad experience. Mavis, hi. No, I've not replaced alcoholism with homosexuality, actually. I am married to a woman. Her name's Rachel. She's upstairs asleep. No, I will not send you grass. You want to get some good, normal, feminized seeds, tips and trips to find the top ones or dominant tiger stripes and divert from where the seed broke off the plant and female is more prominent. Amy says, I don't think I could ever do hallucinogens. Hallucinogens, I think I'm too depressed. My mind would be too dark, I'm afraid. Well, it's possible that that's correct. If you don't think that, if you have any concerns about them, you shouldn't do them. AA equals anal addiction. Well, I didn't know there were 12 steps to anal addiction, but maybe there are. No, I've never done fentanyl. I don't like downers in general. Um, I I don't like any kind of opioids, because I don't know why they've always made me feel sick. I don't even try them. Also, I have a friend who more or less died from smoking fentanyl and then was brought back to life. Like, his family found him in the bathroom just dead. I would very much not recommend taking fentanyl, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't take any opiates or opioids or anything like that. Every once in a while, I'll take a half a Klonopin, but not very often. And the other thing that kind of functions like a downer that I take is just gabapentin, which not is not like any kind of, yeah. It's I don't know what gabapentin is exactly, but it's not like it's not addictive at all. It does kind of make me sleepy. It's like what makes me as sleepy as say a couple of Benadryls. Don't trip next to people who's gonna fuck with the high and do it with respect. Should be a chill high. Don't walk in with expectations. You know, it's interesting you say that, the official gypsy, because I had a guy at the mushroom store tell me um, I always take mushrooms with intention. And at first I thought this guy, this guy was just being super like, like dorky, new kind of hippie, right? Because I had asked, like, well, which mushrooms are the strongest? I don't want to get the treadmill. I'm sick right now, for one thing. Yes, I'm from California. So anyway, he said, uh, he's like, I don't take it for strength. I take it with intention. And I actually have since thought about that. And I think that that's kind of significant when you take mushrooms, is to go in not with expectations, but with intention. Like, what kind of trip am I going to have? What am I looking for here? Uh, for me, it's always the same thing. I just want to have a good time, giggle, laugh and stuff. Last time I took mushrooms, I was really enjoying talking about this stupid boutique in town called Okie Dokie, which is the most ridiculous place in the world. It's purportedly artichoke themed. Okie dokie artichoke. But it's like they barely have anything in the store. It's just like a cute little boutique store called Okie Dokie that sells things like fig jam, which isn't even made out of artichokes at all. They have like very few artichoke related products in there. They have some like towels with artichokes on them, stuff like that. But it's a tiny little store, and it's obviously like some rich guy's SFJ wife who's like, oh my god, I've just got to start a store called Okie Dokie. Anyway, I was really laughing about that when I was on mushrooms last time. Thought it was very funny. That was consistent with the kind of trip I intended to have. One in which, so you get the whole cat in the frame. Just for good camera work's sake, I guess. Have some of this healthful grapefruit juice to make me feel better. Citrus juice with its vitamin C and all is a good thing to drink when you're sick. And it also prevents scurvy. You're a silly kitty. As soon as I go back in the other room and have my glasses and or can see the TV, I will see what you guys are saying and respond to it. I'll get caught up at some point. Not very long. Give it a little bit of time, build up some chats, and I can go through them and respond to each of them. Oh, kitty. Why are you so silly? Why? I think the cat's happy because he knows more than just me is watching him eat. He can somehow tell and feel, benefit from the observational power of everybody watching him eat on YouTube. He's saying, look at me go, look at me go, look at me eat my food. Look at me go, look at me go, look at me eat my food. Uh-oh, don't puke. You just eat till you puke. You need to have better eating habits, Trouble. I've already watched you eat a full breakfast earlier. I hope in your next live you can talk more about getting healthy and not high. Well, you'll be disappointed because I almost never talk about getting healthy. I talk about a lot of things other than getting high. I normally don't talk about that very much. It's just something that I periodically do. But a lot of people in here today wanted to talk about it. So, I tend to respond to chats. What I don't ever tend to do is talk about getting healthy. And certainly not in any physical sense. I do believe it's important to be healthy spiritually, ontologically as a person. But unfortunately, if you're looking for more of a physical health focused thing, you're not going to get that here. I just don't talk about that stuff. Just not interested in it. Alpha juice straight from organic chads. Yeah. I mean, you will get lots of stuff around here that's interesting and fun and whatever, but not really any health and fitness stuff. Um, Concerned with accuracy, logic, creativity, affectionate. Inkity pinkity. Huh. Um, High angel with wings. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Intentions got to be open and humble. The experiences that you're higher, at least the memories created. People don't seem to like to dive into the ocean of emotions. I'm having trouble with your inkity pinkity Padawan range bender. I'm uh, inkity. 3 syllables, huh? I can think of various things with 4 or 5 syllables, but I can't think of 3 syllables at the moment for that. Concerned with accuracy. Am I happy? Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I wish I weren't sick right now. That's kind of bringing me down a little bit, but overall, I'm quite happy. How's it feel now that you're in the big league? I'm not ready to believe that yet, Boba Fett. It it's weird. It's great. Creatively affectionate or affection. Concerned with logic and accuracy. Um I you got me, Padawan Range Bender. I don't know what that one is. I can't think. For me to figure it out, I have to sit here in silence for a long time and try to think of it. And since I'm live streaming, I don't feel like quite that's the best choice. Your mother preferred to be in motion, Gypsy. Good luck, man. Live and let live. I agree, Calvin Barrow. Live and let live, and good luck to you as well. Have a pleasant day. So let's get down to health and fitness stuff. It's time for our morning calisthenics. Okay? Morning calisthenics time for everyone. You can do this with me. We're going to do a couple yoga poses. We're going to do some jumping jacks. We're going to get fit. Because what I realized when he said that is, hey, why aren't I making health and fitness content? I totally should be. Why am I not making health and fitness content? Okay. Let's start with some stretching. I can touch my ceiling. Okay? Here we go. Stretch, 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 and relax, and relax, and relax. Okay, now touch your toes. Okay. That's as far down as I can go. Let's see if I can go a little further this time. I can reach the ceiling. See? They're not very high ceilings. I'm 6'5", 6'4.5". My wife's 5'2". What do you think about that? You know, people sometimes talk about our age difference. Why don't they give a shit about our height difference? That's what I want to know. Next, we're going to do some squats. Are you ready? And squat. All the way down and all the way up. And squat. All the way down and all the way up. Put one foot on your knee. This yoga pose is called flying crane. Just sometimes you have to go the other direction or else you'll fall over. Okay, I got it. This is hard to do. I never tried this before. Okay, that's enough of that. Can I do push-ups? I can do a push-up or two. Let's do like 5 push-ups, okay? I'm not going to do more than 5 push-ups because that's too many push-ups. All right, I guess I'll put my feet against it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Even 5 is too many push-ups. You have a morning routine? Yeah. I stream pretty much every morning. Sometimes, like today, that involves push-ups. But not very often. I'm not a grandpa. My legs are bent. Everybody's a critic. I never said I was king of push-ups, okay? They were straight enough. They were straight enough, okay? What am I like? Can't get push-ups? No. Let's go have a celebratory health tube outside. Well, thanks, the official gypsy. Hi, Pumpkin. I like your name, Pumpkin. Makes it sound like I used to call my daughter that, you know, when she was little. Call her Pumpkin. Or Pumpkin, you know, like the kind of colloquial version of pumpkin. Okay, so let's go have a health tube. Well, where did I leave them? Did I leave them in the garage? Oh, they're there. No, I have one in my hand. What I'm looking for is a lighter now. What I'm looking for is a lighter. Well, I just have to take the torch. It's just gonna have to be that. Well, thanks, simple girl. That's a COVID push-up. Apparently, I have COVID. If oh, here's a lighter in my pocket the whole time. If Cameron is to be trusted, and believe me, he is, then he had COVID, and he came down with it more or less. He started showing symptoms when he got here, day after maybe. So I'm assuming that must be what I have as well. But you know, I had it before, and it was a lot worse than this. Rachel and I got it pretty bad before, and it was like, it was weird. It was a weird cold. It like laid us out for a couple weeks, really. Just had no energy at all. But this doesn't feel like that at all. So I don't know. They say he's got different strains now and stuff. Milder strains. I guess that's what it is. Anyway, sorry about the darkness. Let me turn on the light. There. When you can look at this door, you can pretend that you're going to walk in that door any moment now. And say, hello, I'm here. So I'm kind of excited. Apparently Elaine and Chris Chapman are coming to stay with us. That'll be fun. It's nice to have guests here. We have the room for them. This house has technically 3 bedrooms, but really 4 bedrooms because, oh, you can't see the top story. Never mind. It's too dark. You can't see it, so you can see a little bit of light up there in that window from above the foyer, but that's not helpful. Anyway, so we have 3 bedrooms plus a day room, which is a bedroom without a closet because of zoning regulations here in Mariposa County when they built this house, you know. But more or less, it's a 4-bedroom house. This house is a pretty ideal vacation rental, actually. We live here instead of renting it because it's such a great house. We love it. But it would really make more sense in a lot of ways for us to live in a smaller house and rent this one out. But I don't think it's going to happen because I don't know. I love this house. So I don't want to move. It's super comfortable. It's like as comfortable and well laid out and well done across the board as a house can be. You know, it's got an outlet right there. How cool is that, right? It's got outlet right here. It's got outlet right here. It's great. It's like super well thought out. Whoever made this house did a great job with their TV. My TV is a little bit less good. You know, I got the wrong size weather stripping, so now to lock the door, I have to push it with my elbow. I need to fix that. One of many things I need to fix. I just need to get the right size weather stripping. Yeah, I'm not watching you eat again. I just watched you eat. You cannot be serious. I watched the cat eat twice already today. How many times do I need to watch him eat? For Christ's sakes. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna play one quick song here. Just because I feel like it right now. And we'll see how many people that drives away. Hopefully people will like it. I think I'm going to play Gregory in Disguise again because I want it to get into people's heads. So I just keep playing it. For those of you who have heard it before, well, you get to hear it again for that reason. If that upsets you, they do have a lot of other songs. Well then, next time, okay? Here we go. One song. He's Gregory in disguise, hands in his pockets. Now he's walking down the drive, averts his eyes. He doesn't want you guys to realize that he's Gregory in disguise, hands in his pockets. Now he's walking down the drive, averts his eyes. He doesn't want you guys to realize that he's Gregory in disguise. He hates the lies, wants to confront the men, always telling them. But every time he tries, they only run and hide. Again, he is denied the chance to yell at them. Because he's Gregory in disguise, hands in his pockets. Now he's walking down the drive, averts his eyes. He doesn't want you guys to realize that he's Gregory in disguise, hands in his pockets. Now he's walking down the drive, averts his eyes. He doesn't want you guys to realize that he's Gregory in disguise. He hates the lies, wants to confront the men, always telling them. But every time he tries, they only run and hide. Again he is denied the chance to yell at them. Until the bridge brings a new approach. Sneakily he'll try to encroach up on the guilty, then perhaps he'll get the chance to yell at them. He's Gregory in disguise, hands in his pockets. Now he's walking down the drive, averts his eyes. He doesn't want you guys to realize that he's Gregory in disguise, hands in his pockets. Now he's walking down the drive, realize. He doesn't want you guys to realize that he's Gregory in disguise. Why is the channel growing such new algos? I think it has everything to do with being on the shorts feed with the vertical live streaming. Absolutely everything to do with that. So I retained a decent number of people through that song. That's good. I'm pleased. I just got Adam'd. Thanks, Adam. Thanks, Simple Girl. Yeah, well, I think 1 and 3 are kind of together. Where's his mom? Vertical streaming got put on the shorts feed, so a lot of people come by and have a chance to engage with me, at least briefly. And I think that I have no way of knowing, but it feels like a fair number of people who come by and hang out for a little while end up subscribing. So if that is in fact the case, that I have a better subscriber per viewer rate than other vertical live streams, then it's likely YouTube would reward that. I'm not sure. You never know with YouTube, and it could change at any minute. I could go back to just zero growth. Who knows? So I don't count any chickens before they're hatched. You know. Maggie Wallace, thank you very much. I appreciate it. French Toast, I like your name. Hello. How are you? I hope you're well. I'm not very well today. I'm sick. But I've been trying to do a good job of taking care of myself by drinking some grapefruit juice. Grapefruit juice, in my opinion, is the most curing thing there is to drink. If you have a cold, you should drink grapefruit juice. That's what I think. I don't know if the scientists agree with me, but that's what I think. Tyler the person, hello, good morning, and how are you? I hope you're well. I look like your grandpa. Well, I am not white, okay? I'm fluidly transracial. My race changes daily, sometimes twice, 3 times a day. Yeah, those gummy bears are delicious. Rachel's a little more into candy than I am, frankly, but I still like the candy sometimes too. What did I come here for? Oh yeah, I'm gonna drink a gulp of grapefruit juice to demonstrate the healthfulness of it. And then maybe in a little while, maybe we'll chew a door. I've got a door chew to do. It's pretty fun, really. Hi, Rachel. I think I woke Rachel up. Sorry for being loud. Oh, Rachel lost the belt. That is unfortunate. Now, what I got to do in a little while, grapefruit contains small amounts of kin-kin. What's kin-kin? What's the history of the Gregory song? Well, a long time ago, I made up the verse part. He's Gregory in disguise, hands in his pockets. Now he's walking down the drive. I think I made that part up just singing it. And then years later, I made the rest of the song. I said, you know what? That's good, that part. I got to figure out how to play that part on the guitar. That part turned out to just be D minor A. And then I wrote the rest of the song. And I have another song that I also wrote like that, very similarly. It's called What's Wrong with the Ladies, I guess. I originally just had this part that went, what's the matter with Dan? He's a terrible man. He's a I just had that part. And I just sang it, that part by itself for years. Occasionally I'd sing it. And then I decided one day I should write a song around that. And I did. Thanks, Maggie Wallace. That's wonderful, encouraging by you. I appreciate it. Hello there. I am Tyga the robot. How may I assist you? Goodbye, simple girl. Have a great day. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese. I'm going to maybe do a chore here pretty soon, which is called making a corned beef. Okay? Making a corned beef. I got one. What day is St. Patrick's Day anyway? Let me Google that. You old man, Ignacio Najera says. You old man. Thanks, Ignacio Najera. Appreciate your contribution to the chat. I am 52 years old. So if that makes me an old man, then I'm an old man. I don't know. You choose. 17th is St. Patrick's Day. What day is it today? Let me see. It's the 15th. Well, this is perfect. If I make it today, we'll still have corned beef on St. Patrick's Day in the meow. You know. Sleazy one, have a little respect for Winston's mom, please, if you can, if possible. I'd appreciate it. Winston's mom is about as OG as they get. Okay. Would you ever inject the grapefruit juice? No, I would never inject the grapefruit juice. But I'm thinking about Googling how to cook a corned beef. How to cook a corned beef in the crock pot. Let's see. How to cook a corned beef in a crock pot. Alright, I don't have any cabbage though. But I don't really like cabbage. Well, I don't have all these ingredients. I don't have Worcestershire sauce. I don't have caraway seed. I don't have dry mustard. I don't have beef bouillon cube. I'm not going to peel the potatoes.
You're so handsome. I love you.
I love you too, darling. So basically, you just put it, you're just going to make a regular crock pot corned beef. That's going to be the best way. Yeah, I am sick right now, Brian Brewer. I have COVID. I think. I mean, it feels like a cold to me. But according to my friend Cameron, who was up here and was getting sick a couple days before I got sick, I'm sure I got it from him. According to him, he has COVID. So I guess I have COVID too. But, yeah, I've got diet COVID. Oh, Omegle? I don't even know what that is. No, I didn't get tested for COVID. I just assume I must have it because that's what Cameron says he has. He probably took the test. I mean, I had it bad before, but I don't have it now. Very bad. What's the meat with jelly and macaroni in it? Well, I do have a chest thing. I might just have I might just have a cold. You know, I don't know. I did get vaccinated. I had to get vaccinated back in when it was whatever, because they wouldn't let me see my mother in the nursing home unless I got vaccinated. So I had no choice. I might just have a flu. Yeah, I don't know. I do have congestion, and I've got some chest stuff going on, but uh, it's kind of getting better, pretty quickly. So hopefully it'll stay getting better. Also, I have this inhaler here. I didn't really have any side effects from the vax, except, yeah, I must be unvaccinated. If I was vaccinated, I couldn't possibly get COVID, right? Um, Thanks, Achievement Academy. It's important for me to accept Christ. Well, I accept Christ, so you're in luck. You think smoking weed saved your life when you had it? I know. I know, Hairlam. Well, thanks, Sashu. Thanks for the advice on how to use an inhaler that I've been using for many years. Have a blessed morning and no testicular torsion for a whole week. It sounds wonderful, money. I'm not sure what testicular torsion is, but it doesn't sound pleasant. I have been smoking that plenty, so right now, uh, watch hours, I presume. So one of the fake YouTubers can move up in the pyramid scheme, right? Tina Marie P. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not either asthmatic nor do I have CPOD, but sometimes I get wheezy. Ouch. Sleazy one, that sounds unpleasant. Right now I'm sick, so obviously that's affecting my breathing some. But Sashu, the good news is you don't need to worry about it, okay? I can take care of myself just fine. I want to know what John Doppelgaard is talking about. Who are fake YouTubers? Oh, thanks, Brian Brewer. Have a nice day. You guys study Otherman's nuts a lot, or I was thinking head cheese, Winston's mom, but it doesn't have macaroni. It's true. Head cheese doesn't have any macaroni in it. Sharp things hurt, says Fart. Thank you, Sharp things hurt. Ladarian Perkins says, is it nighttime? Um, it's it's still dark outside. It's 6:15 in the morning though. So that's a good prime directive. But it's only true for half of the people. Do you think we're gonna have a civil war soon? No, I don't. I don't think we're gonna have a civil war soon. I hope to in the next election cycle run for president actually. And maybe even be meaningfully empowered to do so. How much money do I want? I I don't know what you even mean by that. John says I'm over here now. Good job, John. Jellied meat is called Sulse. It's German. I'll pass on the jellied meat, I think. Unless it's spam. Spam's kind of jellied meat. Spam's pretty good. Spam and rice. No, it wasn't created by the CIA. Cool, Aid Man. $10,000. Okay, 10,000. Fine. Is that what you're gonna give me? $10,000. Go ahead, super chat me 10,000 if you want. I could use the money. I got stuff to pay for. But I got like a $5,000 septic tank bill coming up. Gotta pay some property tax. Do a supplemental property tax bill that I got. What the hell? Oh, well, we reassessed your home and since you just bought it. Yeah. Fuck you. So give me more money. Is it true that you can't taste when you have COVID? Well, I can taste. So maybe, I'm not sure I have COVID. I don't know what I got. That's some kind of a cold. But by and large, nobody's being controlled, you know? Who's being controlled by whom? When? I'm not being controlled by anybody. I don't feel like it anyway. I mean, sure, I would like it to be easier to get like certain drugs, but on some level, it's probably better that it's not easier for me to get certain drugs. You know, I can maybe go a little hog wild on them. I'm 52. Do I eat like this? I mean, do I eat a donut with a fork? In this case, yes, but I don't want to get sticky donut on my fingers. Mmm, delicious. You know what I heard on Naked and Afraid is that mosquitoes prefer people with type O blood. Old. Yes, Mohammed McHadri. I am 52 years old. Thank you for pointing that out. What drink do I have there? I have coffee. The perfect drink to go with donut. Well, some people think it is, some people think it isn't. I don't give a fuck. People come in here and say that shit all the time to me. Like I give a fuck. Is that Haribo in the background? What's Haribo? Oh yeah. It is Haribo. Mm-hmm. We got the Bears. You could get other things besides just Bears, but we got the Bears. Thanks, Hero Lamb. My beard's pretty well trimmed at the moment, actually. I'm 52. I already answered that question. You're about to get yourself timed out, Mr. Spammy Pants. 52, I said. Okay. One more and you're getting timed out. Just don't get the sugar-free one. Oh, I never get the sugar-free ones. Don't worry. Get a job, retard, says Fieg Gufka. Well, I kind of have a job. I'm in the process of getting this vacation rental ready for renting. So, you know, We gotta get the septic fixed. I'm considering even maybe getting the driveway paved. I don't want to go on vacation. I'm perfectly happy here. I love it here. Mohammed Markhadari says, I am Iranian. You can type. I don't need OnlyFans. I don't want an OnlyFans. I'm not interested in that. This is a regular live stream with just regular people with regular clothes on, okay? The flag of Iran, the child of Iran does not lose. Well, good for you, flag of Iran, child of Iran. I guess that makes you winners. Eric, who's the funniest friend you met in person? I don't know. I'm usually the funniest one. I don't know. I'm not very funny right now, but sometimes I am. When I'm full of comedy jokes. I don't really have a lot of funny friends. You're watching me on TV and phone. Well, I'm also watching this chat on TV and watching me on the phone. Because I can see it on the TV. You know, it's like I could go outside right now. I could open this window. I could still see it on the TV. Yeah, well, you are all my funny friends, but I haven't actually met you all in real life, so that was the question. How do you watch both at once like this? I mean, you don't watch both at once. You go back and forth, right? Between looking at the picture of me and then looking at the text of you guys on the screen. Mostly I read the text of you guys on the screen. But what time is it? 6:30 almost. I think I'm going to have a health tube. Come back in and probably wrap this up. I am sick. I am tired. I do have some cartoons ready now to watch. I need to, how did I lose that lighter? God damn it. There's the lighter. I know I usually reach down the couch there and find one. I don't like being sick. How old is that hat? I don't know. Cartoons? The ones I'm going to watch are, I'm going to start with Sasaki and Peeps. Everything is released by Crunchyroll today. It's good. There's like 5 cartoons, maybe even 6 on Friday that I watched that come out on Crunchyroll. Other people call them anime, but I call them cartoons. I like cartoons. I hope I get better too soon. You know, but I'm already better than I was like yesterday. So I'm making progress. Oh good, we can hear the neighbor lady yelling at her children. It's always fun in the morning. So see, I can read those texts. You can't see it on the screen, but I can read your words there. It is pretty crazy when I periodically look up the numbers and it's like 40 something. Right now it's like 37. It's crazy. 37 people here at this live stream. I'm going to play the guitar. Okay, I'll play one more song before I wrap it up. If anybody who knows my material has a request, go for it. it's unprecedented in my experience, and it makes me just want to live stream more, basically, because I get all these new people come around saying random shit or whatever, and sometimes it goes back to um, drops back down like 10 people, and sometimes it goes like 50 people. It's crazy. Why don't I think Bitcoin was created by CIA? Because I think they figured out who actually created it. It's a Silicon Valley guy, and like John Cooper or something. I don't know what his name is. You're going to be wrecked out. What does that mean, Jeffrey McHenry? Where do I live? I live in California, Mariposa County, right near Yosemite. My house is between Yosemite National Park and Sierra National Forest. So it's a good place to live. I like living here a lot. Very happy here. My wife and I, iShowSpeed is going live. What's iShowSpeed? Is that somebody who drives really fast or something, or somebody who does a lot of speed, or what? Xavier O'Henny, foot to you as well. Is that a skinwalker behind me? I don't see one. Maybe. I've been looking for Sasquatch since I got here. Haven't spotted any sign of him yet. I've seen a couple of bears. But they're the kind of bears that run away from you, the kind of bears that attack you. Well, that's an interesting comment, Manville Gaustian. All right. Good for you. All right, since I was requested to play another song, I'll play a song and then I'll wrap this up. The song I'll play. Well, I guess I'll play Cloudy Day in Los Angeles. I like these random feeds. At least you're normal. I'm playing some weird shit in the morning when I'm driving to work. I am pretty normal. Okay, Wonderful Kitty is the request. I'll play the request. Wonderful Kitty. Here we go. Getting tased when I lose on FIFA. That's horrible. Who wants to watch someone get tased? Oh, right. We're going to play Wonderful Kitty. I need to bring up the set list, or bet list. Okay, I've already watched you eat so much. Yes, I've watched you eat so much already. In California, I'm stuck here with you, brother. I'm in my little bubble rock, little California, the only right-leaning county left there. Mariposa is very libertarian. Mariposa is super libertarian county. You see people saying things like people advocating for joining the state of Jefferson a lot around here. Okay, shush. I have Veggie, I've watched you eat plenty of times. Okay. We have a request for Wonderful Kitty, so I'll play Wonderful Kitty. This song is written for my wonderful kitty. Not the cat that you hear meowing in the background, but my other cat. Wonderful, wonderful kitty, having wonderful times. Always cleaning yourself, making sure you got clean lines. Wonderful, wonderful kitty, and such a fabulous off friend. And now it's wonderful kitty bedding time again. Just let me pet you, don't walk away. It's petting time, and wonderful, wonderful kitty, having wonderful times. Always cleaning yourself, making sure you got clean lines. But your wonderful kitty is a fabulousness I've never encountered before. And I know that I want to get my kitty some more. Just let me pet you, don't walk away. It's petting time. Hooray! That song's called Wonderful, Wonderful Kitty. I hope you enjoyed it. Now I will play another song because I feel like it now. I'll play 100,000 million years ago. It was 100,000 million years ago. Time ran slow. Nobody at the show. Place the slabs below. Let them go. They will start to grow. More years ensue and tears gnashing through. A hole as slabs come to view. Unchangingly true. Eternally new. When the slope up is in charge today. Options at large show other way. Take a chance now, once quick to check, but don't get caught standing on deck. The slope presents a fork, it's not easy stopping short, too far along to turn around. Perhaps the better course was headed ever north. Now there's a fitter force, enemy ground, enemy ground. It was 100,000 million years ago. Time ran slow. Nobody at the show. Place the slide below. Let them go. They will start to grow. More years ensue. Tears gnashing through. Holy slabs come to view. Unchangingly true. Eternally new. When the slope up is in charge today. Options at large show other ways. Take a chance now, once quick to check, but don't get caught standing on deck. The slope presents a fork, it's not easy stopping short, too far along to turn around. To turn around, perhaps the better course was headed ever north. Now there's a fitter force, enemy ground, enemy ground. There. That was fun. I almost had that song memorized, but it's complicated. I don't have it that memorized. Okay, let's see what people have said here. Thank you, Manvel Gaustian. I'm from California. I don't know any Limp Bizkit songs. Thanks, Lexi T. Thanks, Flame777 and Ligma and Ladarian Perkins. I appreciate it. A lot of emojis. Hi, Roman Ford from Switzerland. Been hacked. Hello. All right. Well, yes, those are original songs I'm writing. Keep up your song, you're doing really good. I think you should keep doing that. I think you should not go back or give up. I've been doing this for years, Lexi T. It's just right now that I've, for the first time ever, really gotten any substantial growth to the channel from live streaming. I've been doing it anyway for years, you know, with the same kind of small group of people for not any channel growth for years until this vertical live streaming and me on the short speed, and all of a sudden I'm seeing crazy growth with the channel, and it's amazing. I've never experienced anything like it. So I kind of felt I was stuck at 8,000, 8,500 forever. I was for years, and then all of a sudden, bam. So it's pretty amazing. We'll see how long it takes. Can you recommend a song? Sure, you can recommend a song. If I go live stream right now, would you go on it? No. I didn't. When I stop live streaming, I'm gonna watch cartoons. What do you want to recommend, Broccoli Todd? I'll see what Broccoli Todd recommends before I go. Do I like to eat babies? No. It's coffee. It's coffee with non-dairy creamer and heavy cream in it. Lily and Parrots by Sun Kill Moon. Okay, I'll check it out. So I'm going to wrap this stream up now. I'm going to listen to this song, and then I'm going to watch cartoons. Thanks so much for being here. I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful day.